Hey there, adult class. Mr. Caleb from Inner Strength Martial Arts. For today's class, I wanted to work a specific form with you guys. And that form that I want to work on is short form 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of short form 3. We're going to do each technique. I'll explain it as we go. We'll do it a few times. And then it will be on you guys to really practice this and then get this down and work it. Okay? So let's get started. Just by talking about short form 3. Short form 3 in the American Kempo system is the first technique form. So short 1, long 1, short 2, long 2, they're all basics forms. And they have different themes and principles with them. So short 1, it's basics, it's retreating, blocking, and countering. Getting retreating to a good position that you can protect yourself from and blocking. Okay, when we go to long form 1, it's retreating, blocking, and now we counter. All right, so getting to a good position, blocking, and then we might throw a counter or something. Okay, short form 2 is advancing, blocking, and countering. So we're moving forwards to a good position that we can block and then we can counter from. And then long form 2 also builds into advancing, blocking, countering. All right, but that's also called your sophisticated basics forms. It's not an easy basics form. Some other differences when we get into, or for short 1 and long 1, it's all straight directions. We're moving front, back, side, side, or if you're looking at the clock principle, 12, 6, 3, and 9, north, south, east, west, however you want to look at that. With the 2s, we start to incorporate 45-degree angles into that as well. So we're not just moving front, back, side, side. Now we're moving front, back, side, side, but then we have that corner, that corner, that corner, that corner. So we start to include angle work. Your 1s are also single beat movement, while your 2s are now double beat movement. So short form 3. Short form 3 is a technique-based form. It's all self-defense techniques in it. Now the theme for these techniques is they're all techniques off of grabs, holds, or chokes, or dead attacks. All right, our classifications for dead attacks are for attacks are dead attacks, which are, the forces being held. Okay, so that can be a choke, that could be a shirt grab, that could be a bear hug. Think about it, the force is there and then it's being concentrated. We have semi-live. Semi-live is like your pushes, your shoves. All right, it starts out live and then it kind of just ends dead, or it's a push that then becomes a grab. Now, your live attacks are the strike is moving, okay, and the energy does not stop. So that could be a punch, that could be a kick. That's also any of your weapons attacks. Even something like your rod techniques, your gun techniques, or it might be a static gun hold, that is still considered a live attack. Okay? So there's your classifications of attacks. These are all dead attacks. Okay? So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to do it facing this way, and I want you to follow along with it. Short form 3. I'm going to explain it as we go. So for short form 3, we start in, after we do our whole salutation, we would start in a set position. I step forwards with my right leg to a neutral bow as I do a U punch or a double punch. Okay, I do it as groin, stomach, or abdomen, stomach. You off angle, pivot to forward bow. You collapse your left arm, you raise your right arm in your forward bow. Outward block with your left, eye poke with the left, pivot to a horse stance as you pull this hand back, and this hand's going to grab and punch. That's destructive twins. We'll do it again. That's our first technique. U punch. Step, pivot, eye poke, punch. Good. Now I'm going to add a little insert in here. I'm going to pull my right leg to a cat stance. I'm going to do an upward eye flick, claw, back knuckle. That hand motion, upward eye flick, claw, back fist. So, destructive twins, eye flick, roll, back fist, horse stance as we do 2 downward elbow strikes. I'm going to step over with my left, going to a cat stance. So I'm going to shoot this leg diagonally behind me in a forward bow. I'm going to pivot to a neutral bow as I throw an elbow, pivot to a forward bow as I deliver a hammer fist. That's crashing wings. So our first two techniques, destructive twins, insert into crashing wings. Our next technique, I'm just going to take an adjustment step over. Our next technique is going to be, what is it? I'm running blank and I'm not going to stop the video. It's this one. It's a purple belt technique. It's step twist, forward bow, as you do an outward black and an elbow strike. My students that are watching, I dropped the ball and remember the name of this technique, so it's on you guys. Pick it up for me. Then we step. We go to a forward bow. We would twist here. All right, we do an outward black with the left, elbow with the right. So we'll do that again from the beginning. What is the name of that technique? Twirling wings. Twirling wings, I got it. So it's destructive twins, insert, ripping back fist down, crashing wings, twirling wings. Hey, I got it. Next technique, and I'm just going to do it a step forward so you can see better, is going to be circling wing. So we tuck our chin, we pivot, bring this around, trapping the arm, possibly have an elbow strike in there if they're close enough, trapping forward bow palm heel. You can also do that as a 4-finger eye shot. I prefer the palm heel. Check the arm down as we do an upward elbow going to neutral bow. Pivot away. We're getting reversing torque as I do a hammer fist strike right to the groin. From here, I'm going to go right into crossing talon. So I'm going to pin the hand, step, keeping it tight to the body, moving over. Elbow strike, palm heel, ripping up, dropping down, hammer fist. Normally, we would add a knee at the end of crossing talon, but we're not going to do that in the form. We'll go from the beginning, so there once, and then we'll move on. So short form 3. Destructive twins, insert to crashing wings, twirling wings, circling wing, crossing talon. Now we're going to go into scraping hoof. So we're going to drop low, arms are coming down. We're going to thrust our body up as we punch the arms down. We do a headbutt. That's off of a faux Nelson. Now we're only going to do the right leg. Normally for the base technique, we would do the whole thing. Both legs. We're only going to do the right. We're going to do that inward kick, outward kick, scrape down and stomp along the leg. No elbows, no second kick. Okay? So again, we will go from circling wing, not circling wing, from crossing talon rather, right into scraping hoof. Now from scraping hoof, we land forwards and we're going to go into fatal cross. So for fatal cross, I do 2 downward hooks, okay, downward hooking blocks, middle knuckle punch, which is going to be to the ribs, floating ribs, okay, double back fist crossing the arms, which is going to be up to the face, eye pokes, which is going to obviously be to the eyes. So from scraping hoof, all right, we're down, up, kick back, 1, 2, stomping here, right into that hooking. Those double hooking blocks, middle knuckle to the ribs, back fist to the eyes, poke to the eyes. Now we're going to step in with the left as we go to grip of death. So it's the opposite side of how it's normally taught, but it's still grip of death. So the left foot comes forwards, tuck my chin, and my right leg goes down. I'm in a left closed kneel. 2 double hammer fists. One would be to the groin, the other would be to the kidneys. Reaching over top, grabbing. Don't pull back. I want you to anchor back as you pivot and go to a palm heel strike right there. Now from here, we're going to go into locked wing. So locked wing, we're going to put the arm behind our back. All right, we're going to step back, elbow, heel palm, claw, ripping forward bow as you do that arm break. Step back with the right, hammer fist, grab with the left, and knee strike and landing forwards. So let's go from scraping hoof up to there. So we're here. We just ended with the elbow. We're going to drop down, thrust up, scraping hoof. Kick, kick, stomp down into fatal cross. Stepping in. Dropping. Heel palm. Good. Now we're going to go into locked wing. Okay, from that grip of death. I'm just going to adjustment step so you can see. Hand comes behind the back. You do a counter grab. Stepping, elbow, claw, ripping, forward bow, breaking the arm. Downward hammer fist, stepping back, grab the head, knee strike, and you land forwards. Because now we're into crossed twigs, okay? The hands come behind the back. We step forwards with the left as I pull the right arm out. I pivot. It's an elbow strike, back fist, ripping descending elbow, and then I'm going to take both hands, downward palm heels, and knee strike. We'll do that again because that one can get a little complicated. So we just landed forwards with the knee from locking wing or locked wing. So I'm here. Hands come behind the back, step with my left foot as I pull the right arm out. Pivot, elbow strike, back fist, descending elbow, both hands, downward hammer fists, and now not hammer fists, but palm heels. And now I'm supporting. I'm going to pull the head in and knee strike. Now from there, we're going to go into wings of silk. So we just did that knee. Now I'm going to go right from that knee to a horse stance. Now I'm facing towards about 1 o'clock, and as I do that, I'm going to do a heel palm with my left, an upward elbow with my right. So I'm here, and it's also a stomp with my left. So that's the first move. So I'm here, the end of captured twigs, and I'm here, okay? Now my next move is a wrist grab, step with the right, turn, step with the left, turn, still facing towards 1 o'clock. As I pull down, I'd be holding the wrist, pulling down the wrist, as I do an upward stiff arm strike with my right on the elbow to break, all right? And that would be wings of silk. So we'll do that once more, okay? We're gonna do that from locked wing. So locked wing, arms behind the back, we step, elbow, heel palm, claw, forward bow, break, hammer fist, step back, grab the head, knee, into captured twigs, out, elbow, back fist, descending elbow, grabbing or that double heel palm into the grab, knee. Okay, next move, turn, grab, wings of silk. It's an arm break. Now the next technique is going to be conquering shield. And we go right from here. Now conquering shield is off of a stiff arm grab. So I'm going to grab the hand, I'd pin it, and then I'm going to do a front kick and a punch. And that punch would ricochet, it would hit the arm going into the face. So it's one, dropping down, doing a downward elbow. That would be hitting their arm. Good, it will be upward elbow right to the jaw. And then it's a heel palm claw down to the face. Now we have heel palms, we have claws. Two different moves. A heel palm claw is a heel palm that comes down and you strike with this part of the hand. So this is my target right here. The heel palm comes down and strikes, and then as it comes down, the hands, or rather the fingers, I should say, rip down, and that's what makes that claw. So it's not just a heel palm, just a bam, downward heel palm. It's our heel palm like that, and it's not just a claw. It is literally a combination of both, heel palm, claw. We're going to go into that again. We're going to do that from conquering shield. We'll do that from locked wing, okay? We're at locked wing. We're stepping back, elbow, claw, ripping, heel palm. Not heel palm, that's a forearm break. Downward hammer fist, step back, grab the head, knee into captured twigs, hands behind the back, step with the left forward bow, pull the right arm out, elbow, back knuckle, descending elbow, double heel palm, knee into wings of silk, pin into conquering shield, get that heel palm claw. Now we have one more technique that we're going to do, and we're going to end it on this angle, okay? I'm going to step back with my left as I do a winging back fist like this, and I insert a heel palm into this technique. This is striking the serpent's head. Grab, pulling the head back, exposing the throat, pivot, forward bow, half fist strike, and then step around to meditation horse stance. So I'll show that again. We'll go from conquering shield. Okay, so we're in that arm break that we just ended with wings of silk. All right, we pin, punch, down, upward elbow, heel palm claw. That's wings, that's conquering shield. Step back, winging back fist, around the head, grabbing, pulling back. Now when you do this, you're going to pivot to a forward bow, but you're not going to stay in forward bow. You're going to pivot back to neutral bow when you're done. Striking, and then I step around, and then I would close it up. And that is short form 3. Now we're going to go through short form 3 now, so I want you guys to follow me. We'll go slow. I'm not going to say the moves like I've been doing going through. I'm just going to say the names of the techniques as we do it. Okay? So short form 3. Destructive twins. Crashing wings. Twirling wings. Circling wing. Crossing talon. Scraping hoof. Fatal cross. Grip of death. Locked wing. Captured twigs. Wings of silk. Conquering shield. Striking serpent's head. And close. Practice this form. We went through this form going over the techniques. Just a quick explanation of the techniques as we went, naming the techniques as well. There's 13 techniques in this form. You can practice them individually, which will help with the form as well, and I recommend that. Don't just do this as the form. Really break into the form and work those techniques inside of it. So practice this, practice the form, practice the individual techniques. Go slow with it, get the techniques down. Once you have the techniques down, it makes the rest of makes doing the form very easy. So practice this, okay? Practice it until you feel comfortable with it. I'm not going to give you a set amount of times, but the more you practice, the better you're going to do, the better you're going to feel with it. So practice this on your own, okay? If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to send me videos doing the form, students, you can go ahead and do that, and then I will get back to you literally as soon as I can with any comments or critiques that I might have. You guys are doing great. Keep up the great work with this virtual training. I know it's not ideal, but you guys are showing your resiliency and your strength by pushing through. We'll bow out. Yes.